a minute or two for people to log in, and then I'll go ahead and start, okay? I'm gonna play some music. Hopefully it won't be too loud. So I have some exciting news today. If you've seen my feed, you guys probably have seen. Hi, Prima. Hello. Hi, Jessica. So I'm gonna give it about a minute or so people can log on. Hello. And then I'll go ahead and talk. I have a couple things I want to talk about today. Usually I prepare really well for these, or at least I try to script things out. But today I kind of just wanted to do a spur of the moment thing. Hi Louie, hi Ilse, hi Caleb. So like I said, I'm going to give it about a minute or so people can log on. But I feel like I have a lot to talk about today. It's been a long day. I'm tired. It's been a day of excitement. It's been a day of surprises. It's just been a lot of emotions in one day. So I definitely want to chat with you guys today, kind of just let you guys know how I feel. So let a couple more people log on and then we'll go ahead and get started. So hopefully the music's not too loud. I'm trying to get better at controlling the music so it's not too overwhelming, but it's also not awkward quiet when I don't say something. So hi Giselle, hi Jenny. So I'll go ahead and let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's a little bit over a minute. So I guess I'll go ahead and get started. So happy Wednesday, guys. Another week. I can't believe we're almost at the end of March. Literally next week will be in April, and it's been an exciting journey. So I started doing my lives on January 1st, and I honestly wasn't sure. I don't say I didn't think, but I wasn't sure I was gonna make it this far, but here I am. And I think I've only postponed one, and that was because I was really sick. Besides that, I've tried to be consistent, having it every Wednesday night at 9, because there's always so much going on, and as adults we're always busy and we're always on the go, but I always really try to make this time so I can at least share something with you guys, or at least share what's on my mind or what's been going on in my week. So today, guys, first of all, I want to say thank you so much to everyone that's been so supportive with me and Yadi and her mission trip to Colombia. We've had so many people help us out in regards, whether it's been purchasing a t-shirt, whether it's been purchasing a hat, whether it's buying a dessert, whether it's coming to my resale shop, whether it's helping us through our GoFund account. We've had people just be open and willing to give, and we're so appreciative of that, and we're so thankful for you guys that are willing to help us out. I still have t-shirts for sale and hats for sale. I physically have some with me, and we still have our shop open, and the last day for our shop is this Friday. So if you guys still want to order a t-shirt or a hat online, you guys can still do that. Most of you are out of state. You can place your order online, and then once I get it, then I can just mail it to you guys. So if you guys want to still be a blessing to us, you can do it that way. If not, like I said, I still have some t-shirts left over, some hats left over. And I'm thinking of taking some to NYA this weekend. So if you're coming to Chicago, NYA, you can purchase one there. Just let me know so I can take one with me. But yeah, so thank you again for everybody that's helped us out. We really, really appreciate it, and we're really excited. Obviously, the actual trip isn't until June, but we definitely want to purchase our tickets sooner than later because they just get more expensive as time goes by. So we're definitely hoping we can buy our tickets within the next couple of weeks. Once again, that's a mission trip to Colombia, and we're going with a nonprofit organization called We've Got Your Back. So we're going to go pass out book bags and school supplies to children that obviously are in need, but the way the organization works is they pick certain schools within certain towns, or I guess not even towns, they're like pueblos that are obviously a lot more, they have, obviously, what's the word called, bajo recursos? So they pick the schools, and then we go to certain schools and pass them out there. So we're really excited to be able to do that. So yeah, thank you guys so much. The next thing I wanted to say is, guys, today my brother Louie and my sister-in-law Ilse gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. Her name's Evelyn Rose, and she's adorable. If you've seen my posts and my feed, I've been just posting pictures and stuff like that. I didn't take as many as I wanted to because it was her first day and mommy was tired, and baby's barely adjusting to this world, so I didn't want to overwhelm either one of them. But I'll definitely have more pictures come along as long as their parents let me post more pictures. But she's cute. She's a healthy baby girl. Once again, Evelyn Rose. She was born today, 6 pounds 3 ounces. And she's stinking cute. We couldn't get enough of her today. We had to leave because poor Issa was exhausted, so we needed to let her rest. But if not, we probably stayed there. And I honestly wanted to do my live from the hospital, but then I was like, okay, maybe this isn't really appropriate. So we didn't do it. But once she's home, maybe I can have her on my live. But we're really excited to have her. Those of you that know me, I mean, I already do have other nieces and nephews. She's not the first one. But it's always such a joy and such a blessing to have a new baby in the family. Mostly one that's like this tiny. You can just kind of like hug, and they're so fragile, and everything that they do is really, really cute. So I think with that today just made me reflect on a ton of things. So my brother and my sister-in-law have a little dog. His name's Buddy, and he was an only child for a good like 3 years. And my brother and my sister-in-law are pretty good about taking care of him. I've never really been like a pet person or a dog person. So this whole time that he's been around, I've never really like taken him out for a walk or like done anything like that, right? But yesterday, since my sister-in-law was going in labor, they had to leave the dog here, and because my other sister-in-law usually dog sits, but she wasn't able to do that last night. So they were like, hey, do you think you can take care of it? And I'm like, I'll try my best. So guys, so last night was the first time I ever walked a dog. I mean, I had walked once before when I was really, really little, maybe like, I don't know, like 13? I don't remember. That was like the first time we got a dog, and that was the last time we got a dog, because we didn't even stay like a year with the poor dog because they got too big for us, and then we couldn't keep up with it. My poor parents were like, we can't have this, so they gave it away. But it's been years, and I honestly don't even remember. So yesterday my brother Louis like, so can you please make sure you walk up Buddy, take him out, put a diaper on him overnight? And I'm like, say what? Like, what do I have to do? Like, so I avoid it, and I had just literally gotten out of the shower, so I have my hair up in like my towel, and I'm in my PJs, and I'm like, okay Buddy, we gotta do this together, right? Teamwork. So I lo llevo al pobrecito. He's probably like, oh my gosh, I don't know what you're doing. But I took him out, and I felt, after I brought him back in, I felt like, man, I achieved something today, right? So that was the first portion of it, taking him out for a walk. The second portion of it was getting through the night with him. So those of you that know, my brother and my sister-in-law live with me, but I have a split level home. So they usually are downstairs, their bedroom's downstairs, and I'm upstairs. So I never really hear, Buddy, I never really, we're kind of out of each other's way. So last night, I was like, he can't stay in his room by himself. Pobrecito, he's gonna be crying, or he's gonna be alone. So I'm like, I'll just have him stay in my room. We'll have a sleepover, right? So I'm like, how bad could it be? Guys, I got no sleep. Like, no sleep. Porque pobrecito, like, I think he was antsy because he knew something was going on. He's probably like, knowing like, okay, where are my parents? Like, something's been fishy recently. Like, what's going on? So pobrecito, he was like up and down all like night long. Like, he was hungry. Like, he would jump on my bed. He'd jump off my bed. He'd start scratching himself. Then he'd come over my knee. And I got no sleep, and he didn't either. I think finally when my alarm went off in the morning, like, he finally started calming down. But that's because we got my brother actually sent us a message saying, hey, like, baby Evelyn's here. So I think he even felt at peace, like, okay, like, now I can rest. But by that time I'm like, I gotta go to work. So I was exhausted. But anyways, like, that whole thing like taught me so much. Like, I'm like, man, like, when there's a need, it's gonna be met one way or another. And I honestly didn't think I would have to ever take care of him, or even take him out for a walk, or have him sleep in my room. Like, if you would have asked me like 3 years ago, like, oh, one day he's gonna stay in your room and you're gonna take him, I'd be like, no. Because before, he would just like walk by me, and I'd get nervous, I'd get like anxiety, like, me daba cosa, like, I don't know, it was weird. But now, like, I love him so much, like, I'm always like, oh, my buddy, blah, blah, blah. So, like, things can change, guys. If you don't like dogs, if you don't like animals or pets, like, believe me, things can change if you get used to them. But anyway, so we survived night one, right? Like, alone. Today I have to take care of him too, so I'm gonna take him out for a walk right after we finish with this. And then I'm actually gonna leave him in his room tonight. So I know Louis needs to watch you, but like, hopefully I'll get some sleep tonight, because I think Issa and Louis will come back tomorrow. But the point of the moral of the story is that teamwork, guys. Like, what you don't expect doing, like, it can work out and you'll be perfectly fine. Like, nothing's gonna go wrong. Like, the worst thing that could have happened was, like, I don't know, what would have been the worst thing that could have happened? Like, when I would have walked him, I guess he could have taken off. Or, like, last night, like, I don't know, I could have, like, he couldn't have peed at me because he had a diaper on. But could have woken up to something else, right? But overall, I survived. And I was remembering, like, our logo of our hats and our shirts that say better together. And sometimes when we just do things together, guys, we can get so much more accomplished. And then that brought me to my second point. Like, man, this morning, like, when they told us that baby Evelyn was born, and I was like, and then I actually got to hold her. Like, it brings, I can't even imagine how Louie and Insta feel, like how parents feel when they first hold their babies. Like, it's this emotion, that this feeling of, like, wow, like, this little human being, like, God created this little person and he wove them together so perfectly. And man, like, I just, like, all these emotions, I got home and I'm like, man, God is so good. And I wanted to read a verse to you guys, and it's from Psalms 139, and it's verse 13 to 16, and I'm sure, like, everyone's heard this verse before, but it really, really hit me today. And it says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." And when I held baby Evelyn today, it was like, man, like, God already knew that she was going to be born. He already knows her purpose. He already knows her plans. And it's not just her, guys. It's all of us. We're all born with a purpose. We're all born perfect in God's eyes. And it's us that change things or think differently, or that thoughts come into our heads that we're not good enough, or that, you know, we're lacking so many things, or that, you know, all of our imperfections are more than what our good works are, or our good skills or our gifts. And that's what the world bombards us with. Like, we live in a world where we're constantly reminded or told that, you know, that we don't have a good body, or that we don't have a good image, or that we need to have this done to ourselves or that to ourselves so we can look good, or so we can look presentable, or so people can like us, or so we can get a like on one of our social media pages. But in reality, He formed us and He made us perfect the minute we came out of our mothers. Before we were in our mother's womb, He already knew what we were going to be, what we were going to do. And that to me today was just like, man, like, sometimes we're just so, I don't even know what the word is. Like, we just lack trust in Him. Our minds just get so distorted in what everyone else feeds us, or what we want everybody else to think of us. But in reality, like, we have all the power to reach out to God and say, hey, like, you created me this way, help me. Like, if we feel like we're stuck, or we feel like we're not maybe what we want to be, like, all we have to do is, like, reach out to Him and ask Him, because He's our creator. Like, I don't know, it's just like this thought and this feeling of just, like, all these things that were just running through my head today. And I don't know, I saw her and just, I mean, I've held babies before, you know, and I've held my nieces and nephews before, but today was just another reminder that we can do so much. And, you know, I saw her and I'm like, man, she has the whole world, her whole life ahead of her. She can do so much. She can accomplish so many more things that we weren't able to accomplish. But it's also up to us to be good influences. It's up to us to be good role models. It's up to us to constantly remind her that she's loved, that she's cared for, that she's smart, that she's beautiful. Like, you know, all of that obviously helps. So I think it just reminded me, you know, as a tia, as a youth at our church, as a mentor, like, these are things that we gotta, tell our younger generations, that we gotta tell our juniors, that we gotta tell our nieces and nephews, that we gotta tell people that, that see us and look up to us, like, hey, you can do so much more than I was able to do. That, hey, reminder that you have a purpose, like, yes, sometimes we might derail, and yes, sometimes we might doubt, and yes, sometimes we might feel insecure, but at the end of the day, like, it's up to us to get up and keep going. It's up to us to just keep trying. It's up to us to push even harder. It's up to us to not give up, because we all have a purpose in this world, and God didn't put us here just to put us here. There's a reason why we're here. So guys, that was actually 15 minutes. That's more or less what I wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, it wasn't something that like I completely planned out or anything like that, but it's just a reminder that if you ever feel down, or if you ever feel like, like, why am I here? If you ever doubt, your purpose on this earth, don't sit down, get on your knees, go somewhere where you can be alone and talk to God. And He'll remind you that you're important, that He'll remind you that you're loved. He'll remind you that perhaps maybe our parents didn't plan us, but He sure did. And I think that's what's most important, that God already, and like what I just read, He made us perfectly and wonderfully and fearfully. Like, all of that, He wove us together, and God doesn't make mistakes. So that's my reminder for you guys. If you ever feel like that, I suggest, read Psalms 139, verse 13 to 16. It's a reminder. I know sometimes I have to read it just as a reminder whenever like I am feeling down. And also a reminder that when we work together, we can accomplish so much more. I've definitely learned that yesterday and today, and even the last couple of weeks when, me and like some of our youth, our leadership in our youth, my roommates, my friends, we've been working together to accomplish things, and we can do so much more when we stick together, when we help each other in anything we do. So that's what I have for you guys today. Hope you guys liked it. I'll definitely be back next week. Hopefully I'll have more to share with you guys in our journey of living with baby Evelyn, because I'll have a baby at my house, so I'm excited about that. So yeah, and if you guys have any tips, if you guys have children of your own, if you guys have younger siblings, if you guys have any tips on how to do things that will make our lives easier, please share them with us. Maybe I'll do one of those. I mean, because I don't have children, but I hope to one day. So I'll take any tips I can get now, so I can prepare myself for what's to come later, right? So that's all I have for you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Enjoy it. Enjoy the warm weather. It's getting nice out there. When you can, go outside and take a walk, get some fresh air. We all need it. So yeah, have a great week, guys. Bye.